So what Mom does for a living is she takes care of us kids and she sells houses. Selling houses is a very complicated but important job, not just for her, but for other people. If two people want to get into the house, they have to pay double. One from one person and one from the other.
My mother's job is essentially matching people who are looking for new homes, their first home, any of the above, with the house that's right for them.
She used to teach 6th grade.
I think she's smart. I mean, she went to Tufts. I know she got like all A's, got like 1 C in her entire life. She's always telling me that, but she always like holds us to a standard of herself, and she just works like really, really hard.
She also has like, she's mentally smart and like mentally tough from doing sports and like stuff like that, and always solving problems.
Definitely sometimes at the dinner table where us siblings can kind of go at each other. But I think she does a really good job in calming us down and help us find common ground with a lot of our disputes.
Hayes and Grant sort of go at each other a lot, but she's really good at being a mediator and sort of helping them calm themselves down. And I get mad at them too sometimes, and she's able to calm everything down and make sure we're all good.
And when we fight, my mom usually like tells us to like calm down, take a couple deep breaths, and then like we sort out what the argument was, and then we apologize to each other, because it's not one person's fault, it's equally both persons' fault. So she kind of helps us sort out what the problem was, and then she helps us.
Our mother has always really been big about self-accountability. So I've got one specific memory. I remember one time we were on this beautiful road in Stanford, Virginia, and we were a lot younger, and we were all just at each other's necks, fighting really hard, and she wanted to take some pictures, so she had nice pictures of us as kids. And when you're kids, you don't want to sit for pictures. So she decided, she was never really a disciplinarian. It was more of she really made you stop and think yourself and think about what you were doing. So she got in the car and she drove away for only about 5 minutes. But in that 5 minutes, we all had a conversation amongst ourselves where we realized, hey, let's do this for our mother. And I think that was honestly the most perfect way to handle that, because, man, that really taught us to listen to her advice. And it also made us, reflect on ourselves and it's our own actions that'll help de-stress the situation.
It's gonna be hard.
Oh, there's so many things.
Mom's nice because she is very lovable and she helps like cook and clean, and she helps people when they need help for selling houses and buying houses.
She helps us, yeah.
Just say, oh, my mom was nice. And just say a good story about her.
I don't have any.
It's hard to pinpoint one specific thing. I think my mom's just kind all the time. But I know on numerous occasions after closing deals or finding a home for her family, it's not uncommon for her to send a housewarming gift, and I think that's really thoughtful. I don't know of many realtors that do that, but that's just one example of many things that she does that are very kind.
I don't know.
I've had a lot of like rough times in my past. When you're young, you have like friend drama in middle school, and she's always been very kind and gives great advice about it, and has always helped me and supported me through everything. And I think that's some of the things she said to me and the advice she's given, some of the nicest things that I've ever heard and most supportive. So.
No, I have no idea.
Pick a color.
I have no
Pick
idea.
a color.
I don't know.
Well, once I asked her what her favorite color was, and she said blue, just like my favorite color.
I think her personality is very bright But in terms of the colors that she likes, it's just neutral stuff. It's browns, blacks, grays. Like every wall in our house is gray.
Teal.
My mom's favorite color is definitely orange because whenever, like during the fall, during football season, I remember whenever she was driving me to practice, she would always talk about how beautiful the trees were and how like wonderful the trees were, and like she just loves that stuff, and so that's why her favorite color is definitely orange.
Anything neutral. She loves like browns, tans, bluish grays, like anything that's like a little bit of color and is like very fitting for a lot of, she just likes neutral colors. Like that's just her.
Her favorite color is blue also because I think she kept that in mind when she was helping like pick out colors for the logo for her business.
Cambridge Group.
Yeah. I was gonna say orange too, but I don't know. Maybe her favorite color could be green because she does lots of gardening and like planting and stuff like that.
It's brown, black, neutrals, gray, through and through. I've asked her this question before when I was younger, and that was the answer every time. It's always brown, black, gray. We love her though.
What I respect about my mom is that she gave birth to 4 kids, me included, I hope, and she's raised all of them, one of them for 14 years, who's a kind of annoying, 15 years now, is kind of annoying, and she, ever since that day in 2005, she kind of hasn't had a break at all. So I mean, just like dealing with us for so long.
Played with us all the time.
I think the thing that really resonates with me about my mother is that she leads by example, and she truly does. I think every single one of us looks up to her in a multitude of ways. She's always been our rock, and she really, she gets it. She just gets it a little bit more than I think a lot of people do, and she listens and she's open. And when she does something and she sets out to do something, she's going to do it right. She's resilient and she's going to finish it. Whether that be real estate or that be going out to Mammoth and mountain biking and tackling something that she's never done before. She's adventurous. And like I said, she's going to take her time and do it right, but she's going to finish it. And I think, she's done, given the world to us and made it look like it was no effort. And as we all get older, we realize how much harder her job is than we ever realized. And man, she did it so well and is still doing it so well that we all look up to that.
Well, my mom is really, really tough because when my dad deployed multiple times, she took care of 3 or 4 kids by herself when they were super young. And she's like, she's always super like nice to me.
Because she plays Legos with me.
She really is my like ultimate role model, and she's taught me what it is to be a really strong and hardworking woman, and I'm so grateful to her for everything she's done for me and for my brothers and everyone in our family. She's just such an amazing person.
I love you, Mom.
So that's about all I can say about Mom's job.